Today is April the 28th. It is currently 1:28 p.m. Happy Monday. I hope everybody is doing well, you guys. And I don't know, I'm kind of in the mood to reflect. I would like to extend an apology to you all because I've been feeling pretty guilty about the YouTube channel. And I honestly feel like I've neglected it. The truth is, I could have been filming more content. Within the past couple of months, I could have given you all more videos, more content. There's a couple of things that I consider when making videos. The Lord called me to start this channel. I've had moments on the channel where I've kind of made videos presumptuously and kind of moved on my own accord with selfish ambition. I know that that's not good. Instead of me making videos just to make a video, I try to be very intentional with the videos that I post here on the channel. I remember some months ago, before starting this journey and I was making videos, you guys, I was having a lot of fun. I was talking about different topics. There was a point where I was making videos every day. Once I started this journey, I kind of slowed down on posting as frequently. I don't have the same resources as I had before. I don't have a steady Wi-Fi connection, and the environment that I was in as well. For those of you who watched the most recent video, you know I told you all that I was in a shelter for a while, and I don't know, you guys, I just was so overwhelmed by the new environment. I went from being in my own space. I went from being in my own world almost, with my own germs, my own way of life, you know what I mean? Like my own everything, to going into an environment, a shared living space with other people, and not only having to, adjust to other people's way of living, their hygiene and all of that, but also the types of people that I found myself amongst. In addition to homelessness, mental illness was very prevalent. I wasn't motivated to make videos at all. I did make some videos when I had hotel stays. This is something that I will elaborate more on in time. I haven't had to do this journey alone, and I'm grateful to the Lord for that. Not only do I have you all who are going along the journey, God has blessed me so that I would not have to go through it alone. I have been really experiencing a lot of things, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. It has been a rewarding journey. I'm just hopeful. I was watching a video today by Church Life. It's Church Life here on YouTube, and he was talking about how the Lord can change your life around in 3 days. I second that. One thing God has taught me on this journey is how that is true. He can truly, and he will truly change your life around. And he doesn't operate the way we do inside of the limitations of time. God operates outside of time. For those of you who are going on a journey, for those of you who feel like your life isn't going to get any better, for those of you who are wondering when your situation will change, how long will the Lord leave you where you are? These are things that even to this day, I still ponder on and think about. Remember that God doesn't operate the way we do. He's not limited by time or space. And he is the God of immediately. I want you all to stay encouraged. And I always tell you all that, but I truly want everyone out there to stay encouraged. I do want to say this too, because like I said, I'm in a reflective state and I'm thinking about a lot of things, y'all. So I'm going to try my best to just kind of speak from my heart. So this video may be all over the place, but I ask that you all just kind of stick and stay in the game with me. Baby! Ooh, it's a bee. Ooh. All right. Okay. All right. So sorry, y'all. It was a bee. Okay. I just want to say thank you all so much for your help. For those of you who sent donations, I really, really, really appreciate you guys so much. I can't thank you enough. God is still working on my pride, and the guilt that I feel accepting anything from anyone, the guilt that I feel asking anybody for anything, because there are some of you where I have sent Cash App requests to, and I feel really guilty about it. You know, I know that you all have your own lives and your own expenses and own things that you are navigating and you know, working out. So I just want you to know that it pains me to do that. It's just not the easiest thing for me to do, y'all, to ask people for anything. It's never been the easiest thing for me to do, just because I've always prided myself on like being independent in every regard in life. Honestly, I kind of feel embarrassed about it. So yeah, but the Lord is most certainly working on my pride, and what I'm learning too is how he's showing me how he does provide for me. He has been using different mechanisms. He's used the community here on YouTube that he is cultivating, and he's also used you know, people that I come across in everyday life as well. So he's been providing for me and shielding me, and in so many different ways, you guys, and I am just so grateful for that. For those of you who are kind of wondering when your life will get better or when your situation will change, just be sure to show gratitude to the Lord for where you are right now, and appreciate where you are right now. And I'm talking to myself too, y'all. I'm preaching to the masses. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the masses though. I'm talking to myself, because I know sometimes we really just start thinking about our situations and things we're going through, and then we're so eager to get out of it. We're so eager for that part of life or that season or stage to be over with, instead of just truly, y'all, they're arguing in the background. Sorry, y'all. Instead of just truly soaking in the moment, you know what I mean? And really, really appreciating okay. Always remember to have a heart, y'all, and that's another thing. Distractions. There are a lot of distractions, okay? Continue to focus on the Lord, because there are so many distractions, and Satan's ultimate goal is to get us off track. If you're anything like me, sometimes I can be easily distracted. That's another thing to keep in mind in this life, on this journey. Steer clear of distractions as best you can. And when you identify something as being a distraction, you know, remind yourself that, you know what, I gotta keep my eye on the Lord, because the Lord tells us to focus on heavenly things above and not earthly things below. And it's kind of hard to do that sometimes, especially when you are living on this earth. As humans, we operate based on what we actually see with our physical eyes. So I know it can be a little tough, you guys, but just remember to focus on the Lord and keep your eyes on him and delight yourself in the Lord. I also, God is so good, y'all. He blessed me with a new Bible. So I have the Archaeological Study Bible, and it is the NIV, the New International Version. So it's really, really nice. I don't know if I told you guys this, but at the beginning of the journey, the big Bible that I had, that I showed you all before, my Amplified Bible, the brown one, some months ago, I had to leave that behind because it was so heavy. And I had to leave it behind very early in the journey, like a day or two in. And I was sad about that. I didn't want to do that. I had really loved that Bible, but I was okay with leaving it in hopes that someone else that needed it would come along and find it. Just recently, so probably about, I'd say now about 2-3 weeks ago, I was at the bus stop, and there's this cubby hole thing that they have where they put like free books. And so I looked in there and saw that Bible, and I was just so grateful, you guys, so grateful. It's a big book. It's actually way heavier than the other Bible, but it has been a blessing to me. Continue to read, you know, God's word, you guys, and study. Also, I've been a little constipated, like just slightly, because of my diet. Like, obviously, I don't have a stove. I do the best that I can, is what I'm saying, when it comes to my diet. And I haven't been eating a lot of like fresh fruits and vegetables as I am used to eating. That is another area that I've been struggling in, but I know that God is sovereign, you guys, And I know that my life won't always be like this. And I understand that this is a process that I must go through so that I can be who God has called me to be in the kingdom, and fully, and completely. I want you all to always remember that too. In your situations, it may not necessarily be something you want to go through or something you want to experience, but just think about God's grace, his mercy that he continues to give us, even in the circumstances. And then always remember that it won't always be like this. Eventually, the Lord is going to deliver you. But before deliverance, there has to be character development in you. And so I know that's what the Lord is doing. I want you all to remember that as well. Hey, I'm just reflecting, y'all. Today is a beautiful day. Lately, I've been in a space of just anticipation. The shelter portion of my journey, I believe that portion of this journey has come to an end. But I've been dreaming about being in a classroom lately. And anytime I dream about being in a classroom with other people, there's people in the classroom too in these dreams, but it's the Lord showing me and preparing me to be in another social setting. So I don't know what setting that is going to be. In the past, when I've dreamed about a classroom, it was always in preparation for some sort of new job, so I really don't know, you guys, what it is. I dreamed about fruit the other night, so y'all know those dreams are always, for me, they're always really great dreams, really great reminders of, prosperity and fruitfulness, and that God wants us to bear fruit. Be mindful of that, you guys. I just decided to make a video and talk to you all and just kind of pour my little heart out. I have some water here, so maybe I should go ahead and drink that, But how are y'all? Like, how's everybody doing? Because I feel like I've been slightly disconnected from my audience, and that's not a good feeling, because when I was making videos almost every day, I felt like I could talk to you all every day and update y'all every day on what's going on. And like I said, on this journey, I've just been focusing on the actual journey itself, hearing from the Lord, the character development part of it. It has been hard, but it has been more rewarding than hard. I do want to know how you all are doing. I would like to know, for the past couple of months, how you all have been dealing with things. Y'all, something is flying. Oh my God. Listen, I don't like bugs, okay? Anyways, y'all, leave a comment. Tell me how you all are doing. How's it going? And yeah, I just want to thank each and every one of you, as always, for your love and the continued support, and for you all's patience as well. Eventually, I plan to get back to posting more regularly. I'm just gonna go with the flow of things. And the last thing I want to leave with you all is, don't be afraid to take a step back, or a step away from things, or be okay with rest. Be okay with the Lord giving us rest. Even the Lord rested. We deserve rest. And oftentimes I feel guilty if I feel like I'm not fulfilling an obligation, like with, for example, YouTube. I'm not showing up as often as I used to show up, and I feel guilty about that. But the time that I've taken away from YouTube has been necessary for this journey, for my understanding of things, for my character development, for my purpose, my calling. And when I do show up here, I want, like I said, I want to be very intentional about the videos, but I want the messages to always be life-changing, motivating, inspiring, God-inspired. You know what I'm saying? So again, thank you all for your patience and your love and your support. And always, I will see you all soon.